In this video, I will show you how to create seaweed for Unity, starting from an empty Blender project.
Hey everyone, this is Lapsadev, and let's get started.
First, delete the default cube. For the stem, I'll use a simple cylinder, making it thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top. Then I'll give it a slightly curved shape. For the leaves, I'll use a simple plane. I will need a lot of them. I'll distribute them along the entire length of the stem. Using a cloth modifier, I'll give the leaves a more natural shape. Join all parts together. Next, I'll make a UV unwrap and create a simple green gradient texture. And apply all transforms. Then exporting, make sure to set apply settings to FBX all. The model is ready. I already have an underwater scene prepared. Let's add my model. Make sure to reset the rotation. As you can see, the model is rotated wrong. This happens because Blender and Unity use different coordinate systems. In Blender, the Z-axis is up, while in Unity it's the Y-axis. To fix this, enable Bake Axis Conversion in the model import settings. Now I'll create a new shader graph and a new material based on it. Assign the texture to the model and make the material double-sided. Next, create a texture property in the shader and assign the same gradient texture. To animate the model, I'll use the object position and split it to get the Y coordinate. Then, I'll use a time node and create a speed parameter to control the animation speed, multiplying them together. To make a smooth looping animation, I'll use a sine node and combine it with the original position. Set the speed parameter to 1 by default. Now the animation works, but the base of the seaweed is also moving, which doesn't look natural. To fix this, I'll use the UV coordinates and Y-axis, combining all together. Now the animation looks more natural. Let's add a frequency parameter to control the wave frequency. And an amplitude parameter to control the wave strength. Later, I'll need to adjust the height and width of the seaweed, so I'll create two new parameters, width and length. Then I'll split the final position and multiply the Y-axis by length and the Z-axis by width. However, there is a problem. If I create multiply seaweeds, they all move exactly the same way. To fix this, I'll duplicate the Y position logic and switch it to the world position using the Z axis. To place many seaweeds at once without losing performance, I'll create a new VFX graph. To make shader work with the VFX, enable Support VFX Graph in the shader settings. I need to change the output to Shader Graph Mesh and select our model and shader. Now let's add a spawn system and test it. The spawn seaweed is too small. Let's add a scale block and increase it to 5. Still small, let's set it to 10. Assign the same gradient texture and make it double-sided. Now I need to adjust the spawn area and add a set position block. I'll randomize the position using a random node for both X and Z axis with different seeds. Next, I'll randomize the rotation as well. For now, I will reduce the area and particle count. Now I will randomize other shader parameters, so each seaweed looks different, using random nodes like I did before. You can tweak the values to whatever looks best for you. Also, I'll change the spawn system to a single burst, so all seaweeds appear at once. The final step is to add shadows. Each time the VFX effect starts, all random parameters are recalculated.
That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.